What is up? What is up? You know the name, Jack Biggity. You know the show, Mondays Suck. And if you're here, it's because it is Monday and you believe Mondays suck and we need something to go through the blues of the Mondays. Show always happen with my co pilot, the man from the Windy City, the man who cannot be blown away by any type of wind, but that's why he chose to live in the Windy City. On the Whiskey Street, he called himself the Eminem of whiskey, but we're still debating on that title. His name is Lewis, and he's here to stay. What's up, Lewis?
What's up, brother?
I told you I'm never gonna run out of stuff to say when he comes to introducing
Yeah,
you.
it
Uh,
never gets old. It never gets old.
we got to keep it. We got to keep it. It's Monday. I've had a long day.
Oh,
Uh, I truly believe this is the time to. It's Monday. What are we drinking? What are we drinking, Lewis?
I'm
What are we drinking?
I'm actually so tonight I started. I don't know. This is the Pinhook 8 year the vertical series.
Pinhook. Who doesn't like a little bit of pinhook in their life?
Oh yeah. So I love this.
Pinhook.
Yeah, this is the
You know
one.
the funny thing is, all my pinhooks actually are in my storage. Uh, for
Oh,
all of you guys who was watching from YouTube, I've reviewed some amazing whiskey the last week. So if you go don't go check them out, that's your problem. Uh, I've reviewed Westport Single Malt. I've reviewed the new Glengoyne White Oak. I've reviewed the most anticipated rye of 2025, Angel's Envy Rye, aged in extra añejo Patron barrels. And to add salt to injury, they take an 11-year. Have you tried 11-year cast strength
nope.
Angel's Envy before? Like rye? Put that in, blend that. Those are like way back to the beginning of those. And for all the people who wonder, like, oh, how is that possible? How can they get the best um, tequila barrel? They're part of the Bacardi family.
Mm,
So being part of a family, I feel like more distillery don't utilize their family. Like Scotch companies and single malt companies in Scotland do that. They utilize
yeah.
their whole family, like Glendronach, Glendronach, what do you call it? There's another brand that they have. They all use all the things that come out of Brown Foreman. Like they're maximizing everything that kind of Brown Foreman.
Yeah.
Slane, Slane Irish whiskey, same thing. They do that. But a lot of distilleries are part of a family, and I never hear them say, "Hey, we use just a." And I think it was about time that Angel's Envy get like new blood, like an Owen Martin to go. Okay, I'm gonna go beyond the regular spectrum, and instead of just doing the Caribbean cask, let me go into the whole Bacardi portfolio, rum, tequila, all of it. Let's bring it in. So Angel's Envy is no longer your grandfather's shit. Is getting grown. Is they bringing good stuff on, and yeah, you gotta keep up, get with the program. Uh, so that's go check those reviews up. They're quite good. Um, so with that being said, what am I drinking? That should be the question. Oh my God. I had the most fabulous interview last week as well with Cavalan whiskey. If you never had Cavalan, I urge you.
Never
I
had it.
oh
Never had it.
oh my God. Taiwanese whiskey, right? Obviously, I tell people my view of whiskey is not, obviously not it, this wide. So
Yeah.
always open my sphere to just every whiskey from around the world. And when I tell you, Taiwanese whiskey is one of them. Like If you ever stop at your Benny's or anything and you see a Cavalon, and especially if they tell you they've had like a single cask, yeah, just you got
Just buy it.
your kids' college funds are not gonna be happy, but you will. It's probably one of the best things that
Oh
you
yeah.
actually ever had in your life. I promise you that. So Taiwanese whiskey interview was up. It's not on YouTube, but it's on Twitch and Facebook. But I realized now that I need like one of those clocks on my phone that have countries that whiskey come from, because obviously my clock was off. I was like 2 hours behind on what they did, because they also are technically 12 hours ahead of us. So
Oh
when I was
man.
doing the interview at night here, it's like the things I do for y'all. So I remember one time I had an interview like at 9 a.m. because their time there is like was like 3 o'clock where they're having. I'm like, oh,
And you were drinking at 9 a.m.?
dude, I ain't got a choice. I ain't got a choice. Got to do it. So,
I'm sure you did not work that day.
good thing I work for myself. So if the boss if the boss is mad, I'm the boss.
See, I work at a call center, so it's like I know for sure as shit if I was drinking at 9 a.m., it would not have been good. Not have been good. No, I would have had to take a half day or take the full day off.
But when I tell you, yeah, that was rough.
Oh, I
That was
bet.
rough. So
But
my
it was worth
ultimate
it.
goal is to bring on more whiskeys from around the world. It's just round up, more things around the world. But
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. We still got to
uh,
talk to Lost Lantern. I still got to set that up though.
yes, I've been waiting on you for that, brother.
Yes, I will. I'm gonna take care of. I will take care of it this week. I'll reach out to Adam and Nora.
Yeah, so we can have them on and chat about Lost Lantern. Everybody talk about Lost Lantern. The only Lost Lantern I've tried have been in competition.
Oh,
I've done a competition. You know the funny thing? Here's a funny thing.
hmm.
It's interesting, and I took this decision this year. I took that decision this year. I decided this year that I will only, and I mainly say it, I will only support brands that actually get out of their way to want me to know them.
Oh, really?
No, I am no longer. When I tell you, Louis, the amount of time, like I went through my DM one time and I wrote, people always think, you're like, oh, Jack, it's been 5 years, you're X, Y, and Z, you got here. And I'm like, you guys don't understand the amount of no and fuck you that I've had in the whiskey industry.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I started, I was maybe at maybe 1,000 followers. And no, I would say 5,000 followers. And I would DM all these brands, right? Which is like people that I look up to, like
Yeah.
major brands. I'm excited to send to them. Like, oh, I just need 30 minutes of your time, a quick interview. Let's chat. Let's crickets, right? Crickets. Then you end up finding out that most of those brands are not even monitoring their own inbox. Then they say their PR agency that does that. Oh, those are even the worst. Then it's like PR agency, you send an email. And you want to know the even funnier part about PR agencies? If anybody here that actually deal with PR agency will tell you this, is most PR agencies, let's say they say, oh, is Lewis PR agency that take care of, let's say, for example, um, you know, XYZ whiskey, right?
Yeah.
But in Lewis agency, we maybe have Jack that work for Lewis agency, right? Do you know what PR agency do? When you send an email to Lewis agency and it comes to Jack, instead of Jack saying, "Oh, I do work for Lewis agency, but I don't take care of X, Y, and Z," it's John that does that. Do you know what they would say? Oh my God, thank you for reaching out. I don't take care of that brand.
Yeah.
Who does?
It's yep, it's finger pointing. You don't know
No,
where to
they
go.
won't even tell you. No, thank you so much, Seven and Meat and I appreciate you.
Hey
But
guys.
when I tell you, thanks for jumping in. And when I tell you, when you're reaching out to this agency, they give you the serious runaround. And there is some PR agency. I am never, when I say never, like I stopped buying whiskeys that they represent because of them. Like that's
Yeah.
how much they piss me off.
Yeah.
Like there's some whiskeys now that I will never buy because their PR agency is so horrible that but I will reach out to all these brands. I will DM, I will email, I will like literally bending over backward for just an interview, for just chat with them, or even hey, there's a new expression, send me a 50 mil, let me review it because I'm broke, I can't afford
Yeah. I've been in that same boat. There's been one where it's like, I won't say the distillery because I'm not going to slam them out in public, but there was one where it was like I had to go through hoops, and it was like it was email after email. Like, what will you do? I'm like, yeah, I will do the review on my Instagram. I'll talk about the nose palette or whatever. And then I didn't hear anything for like a week, and then I emailed them back, and they came back the same thing, and they were like, what is it that you're going to do? And I'm like, look, I've said this to you about 5 or 6
it. Five
times.
times, yep.
So it's like at that point, it's like, look, I'm done. So then I reach out to the actual brand and be like, look, man, like this is now starting to become a hassle. Now it's like I'm aggravated to the point where it's like if I get it, I'm probably not going to like it because it's like
No.
I've had to go through so much shit to try to get the bottle. So I actually had turned it down, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
look, I'm not
Oh yeah,
dealing
there
with it.
is.
Yeah,
So it used to also be, and a lot of, I feel like a lot of influencers or whatever the fuck they are in the whiskey industry is they're never gonna talk about it. But it's Monday. I'm sick and tired of people's bullshit, so I'm gonna talk about it. It's it. One thing influencers won't tell you. Oh, you want to know the worst people in this industry? The worst
Ooh.
people. People I cannot stand. And if y'all are here watching me and lurking around, I'm talking to y'all. The worst people are the people that were here before you. I remember when I actually, I still remember like a year ago. It's still the funny thing is, I tell myself, what is it gonna take from me if I introduce someone that I believe, right? I believe does a good job to a brand for them to work together. What would that take away from me? Nothing.
Nothing,
Nothing.
nothing.
You literally reach out to people that reviewed something, and it doesn't matter. The Vine Pair writers of the world, the Forbes writers of the world, those people will see in public and pretend that you're best friend, right? Oh my God, I follow your shit. But you literally reach out to this people, you go, hey, I saw you wrote about X, Y, and Z, which mind you also writers, and I'm y'all know who you are, and if I would say names, writers think they're better than content creators. They literally think they're better.
I think the writers, it depends on who they work with. I think it's who they're under. I think
One
that
right every time they write for the I call it the top four. There's only one writer in this industry that I do not believe is better than feel that they're better than, and it doesn't matter UK, Ireland, every single one of them fucking writers.
oh, do you want to say the name? I think I have an idea who you're talking about, but
There's only one writer, and I will say her name. There's only one writer that I
okay.
do not believe thinks they're better than content creator.
It's a female. Okay.
It's a
So who?
female.
Who?
There's only one. Let the frou-frou actor things and most of those writers come here and pretend that they like content creators because they feel like we're stealing from them because they believe they're the ultimate people. Brands should actually beg to actually give them opportunity. So we impede on their swag.
Yeah.
There's only one in my whole 5 years. She's the only person that ever reached out to me and went, "Hey, I like what you're doing. Do you mind if I write about you?" She's the only person that if I ever reach out to her and say, "Hey, I want to create more content X, Y, and Z," I will help you. It's like I'm not promising anything. I will at least introduce you. The rest is between you and them.
Yeah.
And that's Maggie Kreml.
I've never met her.
She writes for American Whiskey Magazine.
I've never met. I don't think I
She's
even know who that is.
You know her. Is a Lou 502 girl. Like yeah,
Okay.
that's Maggie. She's the only one. Any one of them other motherfuckers, zero. Zero. They will not even, you see, somebody already called it. Maggie, yeah. You see, whiskey godmother called it. Maggie is the only one. When I tell you the only one in this industry that never moved with fear, but moved with love and literally love and care. And she's the same way. If you make a move that Maggie doesn't see is right, she's not coming at you where she be like, "Hey, the move you making, I don't know about that." Like she's gonna tap you, "Hey friend, I don't think this is right."
She tells it like it is.
Correct. Maggie was the first one actually to come to my event and wanted to write about it. Maggie, the first ever official publication I've had in a magazine, and we talking spread,
Yeah.
is her. Do I know people that write for Forbes? I fucking know them. You know what all those people do? Self-centered motherfuckers. Self-centered. All of them. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. They are like vultures. They wait for an opportunity, and when they see and brand and little and PR agencies literally suck up to them and give them even more confidence to be the jerks that the closeted jerks that they are. And I always tell them, I say, I'm gonna make a note one day, this Thursday probably, because Thursday is when I start shit. If you believe, if you believe as a whiskey brand that VinePair and Forbes are the only two places that when they write about you, you're gonna actually you missing a whole side of the whiskey industry. Because the last time I picked up Forbes magazine, never.
But
Never.
I think but again, it goes back to the name, right? Like when you hear Forbes, I mean, everyone is like, "Oh, it's Forbes." So it's
but
like,
who reads it though? No one reads it. The average whiskey drinker is now looking into Forbes to buy their whiskey.
I get your point on that. I get what you're saying. I just think that when you hear the name, people gravitate towards the name. Now, is what in the magazine is what people are gonna like, okay, am I gonna learn about whiskey in a Forbes versus X, Y, and Z magazine? Probably not. So
No.
yeah.
Okay, if somebody's here, either on Facebook or anywhere, do you go to Forbes magazine to find your next whiskey review? I want to know. Like, I seriously, genuinely want to know. Is the first thing, like, if you Google, even when you Google a whiskey, right? If you want to Google a whiskey, there's 3 video from YouTube that are gonna come before an article about it. Why? Because we're moving towards a visual learning than anything. So if you tell me, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm bitter, but do
you were
you
having a Monday? I'll tell you that. You
correct? Do you go to Forbes magazine to go check out the next whiskey you're trying to buy? Hell, do you refer to Forbes as the standard of the whiskey you're gonna buy? That's another question.
Let me ask you a question though. If Forbes were to reach out to you and had asked you, can you write a review for us on Forbes? What would you say?
If the money is right, I would take it, and I would tell people that I may be an immigrant, but I'm not stupid. I may be an immigrant, but I'm not stupid. But like, let's be for real. I'm not gonna deny an opportunity to write for on something because I'm passionate about it. But
Yeah.
will I do a YouTube video and link it to the article? Yes, because
Yeah.
that's what I do. That's what I do because I want to talk to the folks.
Yeah.
And as an immigrant, my words are limited. So I never even feel like my writing is like top notch. I never see myself. But I read some people write about whiskey, and I'm like, you are who we should be accusing of fluffing up whiskey. Literally. Like if you are fluffing up the whiskey with some beautiful words, but you ain't saying shit. Oh, so you wrote all the technical characteristic of this whiskey that you learned from the master distiller. Okay, what's the average guy? What's the average guy? And I'm telling you, the worst part is meeting these people in person. Oh, they're so fake. One third of them live in New York. The other half of them live in. And you want to know the craziest thing? This is a good rent. You don't know the craziest thing.
Hey,
Most
you're letting it
PR
go.
agencies, right? 90% of all PR agency spend their money on getting those people to travel, right? They're paying for their travel, they're paying them to write those articles, right? They're literally funding their lifestyle. Those same PR agencies, right, will reach out to you to tell you that what your ability to create a video, a review, and your palette is worth is a bottle. Those same people. And like you hear it and people complain about it, and you're like, oh, it cannot be true. PR agency, I'm sure, are regular human people. They will, they will do the right thing. Fuck no. They don't believe in doing the right thing at all. They don't. Like in the PR agency face is writer, right? Magazine writer, book writer. Okay, are you ready? Journalist. And then at the bottom of the barrel, where the devil goes to take a shit, is content creators. But in that shit too, you got the 100,000 and above people that flex on the Instagram, content creators that on top of that shit. Then in the middle is the people that use their body to make whiskey look good people. And then comes
Damn.
the jacks of the world. You don't even Instagram ready. You don't even look good for the camera. You got an accent, and hell, you literally just say some shit about whiskey. We don't. You come then. That is their order. And if I lie, call me out on it because I have receipt that I can show you all the time. Because I got to the point in content creation in the whiskey world. I'm like, like some PR agency I have fabulous relationship with. Like they will literally tell you, we don't pay anybody and we'll never pay anybody. If you like what we're doing for the brand wants some authenticity. And you can check them from here to them. They say the brand ain't even got enough money to give nobody. So we get paid just to be able to do the admin work.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I hear you. Then you got the people that say, I asked the brand, they don't want to pay. They want me to take it out of my budget, and my budget can afford to pay you. So I'm gonna be clear with you. I asked the brand to pay you, but brand don't want to pay. They want me to take it out of my budget. My budget ain't enough for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are people that are very honest. But most PR agency will rather hire a new person to offer free bottles to people to actually talk about the brands than actually using that person's salary to pay the people that are actually going to produce the content. Now, let's be clear. Do I agree that paying people to produce content is a thing. No, I don't agree. I don't agree. I truly believe that paying people should be part of campaigns, right? So new product coming out, you create a campaign, people sign a deal, and you let them go wild with their own creativity. However they want this campaign to go. Some people may start with, I hate this product. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Every publicity gives publicity.
Yeah.
All the people that actually, but just saying that, oh, uh, Lewis write for Forbes, so he charged 5,000 an article. We gonna pay Lewis, but Jack have 50,000 followers on Instagram, and that's the bottom of the barrel. Jack, you get a bottle and create a content. So my rule had became the same. I'm like the church. All are welcome, but not everybody going to hell, going to heaven, right? All are welcome, but not everybody goes to heaven. What
See,
does that mean? If you send me a message and say, hey, we have a new whiskey, we'd love for you to try it, you're welcome. Come on in. Come on in. All are welcome. But if you have the audacity to ask me, when are you posting about my whiskey? Straight to hell.
yeah,
Straight to hell.
yeah.
You're going to hell with how much I charge for content, and that's it. As a matter of fact, I would do like people do. I won't even answer your message. If I respect you, I will answer with my time card and say, hey, this is how much I charge for content. But if I don't respect you, I don't even answer you because that's just insulting.
So see, here's the thing that I have on that, and actually, it was funny because we did with Mikey, the Bourbon and Rye Club, we did a segment on this. I think it was our second episode. Um, so the one thing that I will say as a content creator, how you handle your page, how you negotiate, how you, if you want to be paid or whatever, that is your right. That is how you set the terms. That is your right. For me personally, like and again, this is all my opinion, and I think Jack, this is where you and I may differ on this. Like it all depends on what you find the true value. Like for me, honestly, and again, there is my collection in that cabinet. Like for me, I always find true
You mean
value.
what you show people that is your collection?
Yes, what I show people is my collection. So like for me, like the value is always the bottle. Like I don't look for it to get paid. That's me. I don't look for it to get paid. Now, is it nice to get paid? Absolutely. But to me, when you I feel like in this in the influencer industry, like money complicates shit. And I feel like once you take their money, and you kind of mentioned this earlier, is that they email you, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? Like money to me is like there's a famous quote by Denzel Washington, and I always, every time I get a negotiation, I always think of it. It goes, if you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud. And I think in this industry, that what we all do, the money that comes into it, that's that mud. That's the bullshit. Because there is a lot of back end shit that influencers have to deal with when they get that money.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of it. It's like, when are you going to post it? And when you do post it, you've got the PR agencies, and you've got master distillers, you got everyone looking at it like,
You
hey,
got you literally, but here's what people don't even know. If you know whiskey industry and what the average influencer have to deal with, I can tell you, I've signed enough contract.
yeah,
People don't know that, like, just learning, right? Somebody send you something, say we're doing a campaign. Let's
yep,
say, I'll give a perfect example. Standard fee is $1,000. That's what I would charge you.
yeah,
And you'll say, "Oh, what is that for?" I say, "Hey, you get a video about a real YouTube video, and also a TikTok video put up. Usually, the video will talk about breakdown of the spirit, how I feel about it, and then if you need a link, we'll do a story. Make sure the link goes to it and is out. They go,
yeah,
okay. So that's four type of platform content. That's what it's like. Okay, or we want something specific on XY. Okay, but then they come back and they go, oh, do we have the right to ask for edit? Do you know what that means? You record
Hmm.
the shit, you send it out. That means you have to sometime redo the whole video or cut something out, re-edit something out because they didn't like it.
Yep.
I did something with Martel, for example. Martel, the first thing was you cannot drink on camera. It can come to your mouth, but you can literally drink and like
Yeah.
show you drinking on camera because
Yeah.
not every country will allow us that type of content. Okay, so I had to go cut that out.
Yeah. See, that's the shit that I'm talking about. Is like when you take their money, they critique every little thing, and then that takes the fun out of it. And it's like for me, it's like I've always when I do it for the bottle or I do it for the lighter or the swag, I don't get no shit. So it's like at the end of the day, if they don't like the post, then they're out of that. I
Mhm.
just feel like when you take that money, man, it's just like it's not the end of it. It's really not. Like they're not going to be done with you until they are 100% happy with what they're going to get. They are going to get their money's worth. I will tell
Correct.
you that. So it's like I don't know. At the end of the day, like it's all about for me. Like, and again, I'm not knocking anyone that does the money. If that's what you got
No,
to do,
no.
fine.
But here's the thing:
I
if
just feel like
producing content is a business.
yes, I
Producing
just feel
content is a
like
business. I will never tell someone you produce content and get paid for it. That means you're a terrible person. That is the most ignorant thing anybody can tell anybody because how many people are always producing content? There, if you look right now, literally, if I show you, I'm gonna do this.
yep,
You see that light?
yep,
That's literally $100 that is staring at you right now.
yeah,
That's the light.
yeah,
You got to put the lights up, right? Like let's take someone who's a professional, like Louisville Bourbon Buzz
yep.
type. This guy literally have equipment that is like thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of shit that yeah,
Correct. So if Tyler is charging 5,000 to somebody to do a campaign on their shit, I'm not even gonna argue. The truth is, if someone is gonna create content for you, that person literally needs to get paid for the value of that content, the quality, the equipment. Do you know how much, like, people don't even know how much it costs for a full, right? A full, literally, campaign to do photo shoot and video. Like, if they give you that bill, your mind is gonna be blown.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
And
But
shout out to people that actually create high quality campaign
exactly. And see, it's
and
like with them, yes, I feel they deserve to get paid. But like for me, like everyone's seen my content. Like, dude, I use this phone, this fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? For my content, I don't have the high tech lights. I don't have, I don't have the special backgrounds. I just don't. So I feel like for me, like the bottle or whatever is always always going to be the form of payment because what I do, like for my write up and for my pictures and all that, it literally takes me 20 minutes. I cannot imagine what it takes, fucking Tyler. I
correct.
cannot imagine what it takes you to fucking get all that shit out there and the
So
edits and
when a PR agency belittles you and think that only Forbes magazine, oh, I forgot. Before us, there's the bloggers because at least they write on a blog that can
mm,
actually be published. But I am sick and tired of people always thinking, and I'm gonna Thursday, I'm gonna post this. If as a whiskey company, you believe that Forbes magazine and VinePair are the two places that actually are bringing you business and people are referring to right company to make their choices of whiskey, I feel already sorry for you. That's
yeah,
not the fact at all.
yeah.
That's not happening. It's not that. And no shade to those writers, but you guys are spoiled princesses. That's all you are.
Ooh.
That's all you are. Because I will tell you now, there is a lot of writers that live this shit, right? Like they live whiskey, right? I read blogs, some blogs like Drink Hacker, what do you call it? Some people that I even refer to myself, like, okay, These people know what the hell they're writing, right?
Yeah.
They're not using AI to write their shit. These people literally, like, I will go through their tasting note. I would look at them like, okay, and we talking positive or negative, and I'm going through. I'm like, okay, yeah. There's a few people, like even when it comes to YouTube channel, there is only some channels that I literally will. I want the crusty raw person. The reason why is because we don't need it. If it was a beauty contest, some of us won't be online at all.
Yeah.
We are, that's not what we're here for.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was a cutesy, we are the best couple on the internet contest, some of us are not here either.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, everyone? Thanks for jumping in. So for me, it's like, no. If you're here for the whiskey, we're here for the whiskey. We'll talk about the whiskey. We'll dig into the whiskey. We'll see exactly what needs to be said about the whiskey. And that's why did I started doing interviews? Why? It
Yeah.
was because I was truly sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, I'm from X, Y, and Z magazine, and I'm the only one that went behind the scenes to write about this thing. Here is a one-page article telling you everything I've." Okay, great, great. Now, what about what the regular folks want to know? There's especially this guy in the UK that he irked my nerves. The reason why is because he only likes to go to fancy, like one of a kind, like releases to just wear a tuxedo and stand next to the bottle and that. And he will write a bullshit ass article that read on LinkedIn. Like I read the first one on LinkedIn, the second one, and he's literally like, I want to call him a whiskey fluffer. Like, I'm like, why do you use so many descriptive words that don't mean shit?
Damn.
But it's pretty, it looks good. I truly urge PR agencies to look at grassroots companies that have done so well in the last 3 years and see how those people, those brands, those whiskey brands have grown.
Yeah.
Like, I will give you an example that like blow my mind all the time. JT Malik,
Oh.
right? JT Malik, no marketing. They have Mia, that's part of the family, and Mia just go wild on TikTok.
Yeah.
But if you ask everybody right now, if you've been on any social media, I never heard of JT Malik. But the first time I literally looked up JT Malik and he came on my TikTok, now I see it every time.
Yeah.
And to the point where I'm like, I need to try this fucking whiskey because there ain't no way.
Yeah.
Just because of the personality that she brings in. Production, zero. PR agency, none. But they're growing year over year.
Yeah.
Let's flip that. Again, let's see somebody like Cedar Ridge, somewhere in Buffalo, nowhere, Iowa. They don't have a huge PR agency. They have a lady that worked for them that I literally, you literally will reach out. They're like, hey, we would love that you try out. And they will give you feedback too.
Yeah.
Not like they're paying. Let's look at the brand that exponentially exploded before they actually, during COVID, all the way up. Same thing. There's a reason why I respect Emily Rhodes, because
Woo!
291 wouldn't be where it is if
Love
Emily
291.
Rhodes didn't look at people as people,
Yep.
right? People as people. 291,
Underrated right
that
there.
name
Underrated.
is in everybody's mouth. Everybody.
Yep.
Ain't no way you've been in whiskey the last 3 years and you haven't heard of 291. It would be weird.
I love
It
Emily.
would be weird. Love it or hate it, you have heard about it.
Yep.
But it's not because of the Vine Pairs of the world or the Forbes of the world is because of motherfuckers like us.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
So there's only one magazine that gets my respect all the time, and because of that one person, and that's Maggie Crumble with what do you call it,
Yeah.
Whiskey Magazine. The second up till about a year ago, Up Rocks. I used to love reading Zach Wright. The reason why I love Zach is Zach is a foodie that happened to like whiskey.
Yeah.
That's who I am in my head, right? When Zach writes, it's like he's taking you about every single like a food experience you've had in a country that transports you to a moment. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? As a matter of fact, he's the one who made me feel less weird about describing whiskey and food. Because every time I hear him, like, you know what? I can see it. Like I described to my review today. Like I literally is pancake. Literally was pancake dusted with cinnamon and maple syrup. Like that's how I felt when I had the whiskey, right? And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I remember as an immigrant, the first time I had chocolate pancake, because it's not something I grew up with. I never had
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
come from French country. I know what a crepe tastes like, but I didn't know what pancakes taste like.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was one of those things. Those are the people that for me, and when I read everybody else writing and Tom, I'm just looking at him like, there's some about you I don't trust. They paid you way too much to come do this shit.
So you look for you. I mean, mainly, obviously, you mainly look for the authenticity of it. Like you
Correct.
look. Yeah.
Like if you read enough people whiskey review, you will see like for me, I have a tail. My tail is lemon. So if something is very bright, I don't know how to explain it. So I will actually describe it as lemon zest
Yeah.
or very bright and citrusy. Like if you watch a lot of my reviews, especially things that were aged in ex bourbon cask and it comes up, especially Irish whiskey. I always that's my tail. That's what you
Yeah.
know it's me.
Yeah.
And if something is very, very, very dark, my tail is cacao or hot chocolate, right? That's because that's hopefully I'm gonna expend more of my culinary things to find more things that I traveled the world to see. But do you know because of someone like Fred Mennick, I actually want to try marzipan to taste it to say what is it. Now I know what marzipan tastes like, smell like, so I can say it.
Yeah.
But till then, I didn't know. But like, I had to find uh, key lime pie, right? I had to find some what do you call it? What does a kiwi, right? I had to go try those fruits to go. Wait a minute, it's not lemon, it's kiwi or is
Kiwi. Yeah.
correct. So, but those are my tells. So when I read somebody's review, I try to see, especially if I've tried the whiskey too, I try to see if their tail is there. If their tail is there, then it tells me that is them.
Yeah.
But if their tail is not there, or their lean is not, because you cannot modify your palate. Your palate is a certain way. You will have a set of memories. Things change really rarely.
Well, you can tell like when someone does a review because if you listen to how they talk in person and then you read the review, it's like, motherfucker, you would not even know how to say like X, Y, and Z. Like there's just no. So it's like, yeah, your tell is like I mean, I mean, like especially like with my reviews, like mine is I think my tell is like um what was it? Like charred waffles right out of the thing with caramel and you know what I'm saying. So it's like I get very like detailed when it comes to food with my reviews. But if you were to say like Lewis, like if I were to do a review like this tasted like red currant on the Nile of Egypt. It's like, all right, motherfucker, I pulled that from somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's yeah, you can definitely tell when someone is fluffing the shit out of it when you talk to them in person. It's like you can't even comprehend that. You don't even know what the fuck that meant. And now you're gonna use that in a sentence. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
Is the funniest thing is to go to events and stand next to the people that you read or listen about, and then you're like, yeah, no,
See, you
you
know what? It's because of that why I don't go to any events. I don't go. I've
you need
been.
to go to event because the reason why is because I like to tell people I'm internet nice.
Yeah.
What does that mean? If every person I've met in real life, I had to give every whiskey person, not the people I know, like whiskey people, whiskey
Yeah.
personality
Yeah. I'm
that I
listening.
met in real life, like anybody will tell you, if you meet me, Jack, in real life, I am no different than the Jack you see here.
Yeah.
If anybody have met me before, they will tell you, I am no different. I'm the same motherfucker online. I'm the same motherfucker in real life. Why? Because I didn't go buy a vowel of a personality to come on the internet to show up something that I'm not. The same motherfucker you see here, same motherfucker in real life. People have met me and literally said that. They're like, how? How are you the same guy? I'm like, because it's just me. It's
Yeah.
me, Mario. Like, it's just me. I'm never going to change. I'm not going to change. It's just me because I don't have to try to change when I see you in real life. But the amount of people, when I tell you the amount of people that I meet, like are like the most vibrant people online, and you meet them, and their personality is like a fucking pet rock. You're like, how? How you only come alive in front of the camera, but in real life, you are literally dry as the desert of the Sahara. Like, how is that even a possibility? But it is.
See, and again, I think that's why it's like I don't go to a lot of events because it's like I mean, there are a lot of people that I look up to and I feel like that are mentors. So I feel like if I meet them in person, it's going to be like a huge letdown. So,
There is a few people. There's a
so
few
it's
people I
like,
can tell you right now. When I met them, I say never meet your hero. In,
yeah,
in that list, there are distillers, there are distillery owners,
yeah,
there are marketing executives,
yeah,
there are so-called influencers.
yeah,
The like you like ain't no fucking way.
yeah.
This is you. And
So the,
and the opposite way in my country they say if you talking about the ripe one, talk about the not ripe ones. It's I was so pleasantly surprised by the people that are never even like you don't even know these people pay attention to what you do, and you meet them in real life and they go, hey y'all, what's up, man? I like what you did in XYZ. Like, you saw that? It's like, yeah, I follow
yeah,
you. You did that? Like, yeah,
yeah,
I do that all. And you're like, whoa, that's what actually reminded me in this industry to always do what's right no matter what,
yeah,
just in case somebody's watching.
yeah. And see, that's why it's like, and again, there are a lot of influencers out there that are fake as fuck. I'm not going to name names. Some male, a lot female.
A, a
So I'm
lot
not.
female. And I'm
I'm
not
not.
even being misogynist right here.
No, I'm not. I'm
It's
not being
I'm
misogynist.
not either.
And
But
there are
the
some.
amount of the fake ones is almost overbearing.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you? Did I ever tell you what happened to one of the influencers that I called out, and it turns out they actually went and complained that I was being aggressive with them.
No, you never told me that.
Oh, I have to tell you this. This is a good story. Story time.
Oh,
We are on the internet and we all follow each other, right? That influencer write on your post all the time. You watching one of the rare people, she writes on all the time. Always
mine.
comment on your post. Yeah. So I think dumb me thinking everybody that follows you and interacts with you, you all are friends. So we meet in real life. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Amazing, great. Then a few months later, I saw this influencer write about a bottle. And that's the brand that I really wanted to talk to you to a while ago. So I'm like, oh, I literally reach out to them and I go, oh my God, this is a brand I really wanted to talk to. Who's the PR agency you work with to get this? Because I really want to interview them. Crickets. Oh. 3 days later, message read. Crickets. Okay. I'm like, am I the crazy one? Or a couple months ago, I was the one holding shit so you can take pictures in front of shit. Okay. But fast forward a few months later, we both are on the same campaign for a product.
Yeah.
And purposefully, this person tags me. I untag myself. No question.
Yeah.
Until today, still no answer. A year later, we show up at the same event. Both are invited. I stay in my corner. Because I say this, if you pretend not to know me on the internet, don't pretend to know me in real life. These are facts.
Yeah. That's why
So we get to the event, right? You ready? I am me. I'm never going to change who I am.
Yeah.
Stay in my corner, say hello to the folks and that. And I'm holding doors for people to pass. And they pass me and they go, hey Jack, how's it going? My answer is, oh God, do you know who I am? I didn't know you know who I am. And the person just went, oh, oh, and then walked away like a hurt puppy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and literally, guess who wasn't invited the next year?
Mm.
Yeah. Of course, the organizer can say, oh, somebody come and cry to us that you were mean to them. But I knew.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
She used her white women tears to claim that she was, she was offended in some way, shape, or form. But
You
the
said
truth was
white woman.
she literally pretends to be this person and you're not. You won't reply to message. And I understand. And it's not, and I understand women have to be safe. It's like interacting with a male because this industry is weird.
Especially in the yes.
Correct. This industry is
women
weird.
do have it tough in this industry.
Correct.
Yeah.
They have to be safe. This industry is very weird. If me as a man, I get some weird ass message, I can tell. But I met you in real life.
Yeah.
So when I reach out to you and I say, hey, I'm not reaching out to say, what's your marital status? I'm like, no. I'm reaching out as a co-worker.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you, and she's not the only one.
Yeah.
There's a writer here that is people's favorite. Same thing. He wrote an article about a thing, and I'm like, oh my God. I've sent them a DM. I've reached out to them. First, how you're doing, how things going. Great. Hey, so you wrote about X, Y, and Z. We'll really love to interview them. What can you make an introduction? Message stop right there. So many times these happens where people are literally certified, and I know in other industries is the same thing, but people in the whiskey industry, especially writers or whomever, certified gatekeepers. And it's even worse when you're a black man. They don't even want you in the, because God forbid you actually win the minority vote. So they're gonna gatekeep the shit out of it, hoping that you never. And when I tell you with that brand again, it was literally me sending a message to Maggie and going, "Hey Maggie, you also wrote about this brand. Do you mind? I just want to interview them." Matter of seconds,
Yeah.
seconds. It's like, hey, meet X, Y, and Z. He's so and so. I don't know if it's possible, but he would love to interview you guys. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Didn't cost her anything.
See, that's why I wait. I just wait for it to come to me. I don't ask anyone for an introduction. I just, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And again, everything that you had expressed, that's the reason why I don't go to events. I stay home. I do my own thing, and because I know, like, there's that saying, trust a snake to be a snake. A snake is going to bite you no matter what. No matter what, that's a snake instinct. And it's like, when you're on the internet, it's easy to be cool with somebody, but then when you meet him in person, then it's different. I mean, I've already, and there's people in Chicago, I won't name names, but there's people in Chicago where I've been to events out here. Certain people didn't want to come because they didn't want to associate themselves with me, because they felt if they were around me, it was going to hurt their image. So it's like, but then again, these same people can tag me to help put their shit in my fucking stories to help them look good. So it's like, in the end, it's like, well, no, fuck you. I want nothing to do with people that do that, are like a cancer. I want nothing to do with that. So it's like, in the end, it's like, I know who my real friends are in this community. I know the ones that are fake, just trying to get X, Y, and Z. So it's like, for me, when it comes to these events, and when it comes to, hey, introductions and all that stuff, I just continue to do me. Like, I mean, obviously, Jack, I help you out in the best way that I possibly can, but it's just, when it comes to knowing who your true friends are, and it's like, man, are you that same person in real life? And it's like, and then when, if I meet you, if my expectation of you is not what I'm thinking, it's just going to be a letdown for me. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. I'll just sit back and watch.
But it's expectations. Don't have a lot of them.
Well,
And I know I woke up and chose violence against our so-called writers, but
you motherfucker, you chose some shit.
I'm just sick and tired of that. I'm gonna continue doing what I do
Yeah.
to push the industry forward for the average person to feel comfortable in the whiskey industry, because the whiskey industry can make the average consumer feel really out of place.
Yep.
It
No,
happens so much often where so many people try to get in or try to just show up their head and they feel out of place.
yeah.
And me specifically, I do not want anyone in any shape or form to feel like they're out of place. If
Yeah.
that happens, it should not happen.
Exactly. I'm with you on
Out
that.
of place. No. It's I wear my shirt proudly. When I say whiskey is for everybody,
Yep.
I mean that shit. I mean it for real, for real. Whiskey is for everybody.
Yep.
I'm gonna drink to that.
You said some shit tonight, man. White woman tears. Damn. Damn.
So there's a lot of people in this industry that I really respect.
Yep.
Um, I wouldn't have gotten where I am, especially in the Kentucky circle, without the help of a woman. with
Yep.
the help of a black woman, and I wouldn't have gotten anywhere when it comes to the inner circle without PR. Some PR agencies that say absolutely not. Whatever we can do to help you, that's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
It's when you actually find the people that effortlessly will help you that you realize that there's so many peoples that are not willing to even move a finger in the name of it. And I tell people all the time, either you're a podcaster, either you're a TikToker, either you're an Instagram person, or either you're writing a blog. I know we all go through the same struggles with all these PR agency and these brands, but I will tell you this. I will tell you what I tell myself every day. I'm not giving up.
Yep.
I am not giving up, and you shouldn't either. If this is what you really want to do, don't
Yep.
give up. Because if
Yep.
you give up, you are just proving them right. Don't
Yep.
give up.
Yep. You're
Like
right.
it's like the craziest thing. Like when we talk about not giving up, like the craziest thing is when I was telling you about Cavalon, right? I tried to interview Cavalon for 2 years, jumping hoops every time. But I said I'm not giving up. I'm
Yeah.
not giving up. I'm gonna keep trying to interview them. It was the same thing. The first time I met Rachel Berry,
Okay.
I know so much about Scotch, right? Guess what? No Scottish brand ever invited me to actually do anything.
Yeah.
Do you know who goes? Vinepair and fucking Forbes. They're the one who get flown out to come here and write us about some bullshit ass articles about shit. But I never give up. It took one friend to go, I won't invite you. You hell, you know more than all those fuckers we that come acting pompous on every media trip.
Mm,
But I didn't give up
you didn't give up.
because I already know I have no home advantage. I'm not a white man. I'm not a fancy writer that fluff words to actually make shit look good. Forbes magazine is not under my shit, or Vinepair is not under my shit. So I'm just Jack the Hood Summerlee. So I don't give up.
Yep.
I always remind myself that it's all about consistency and keeping up with what all we have. So on the way to where I'll be on next Monday episode. When we're done with our next Monday episode, next day I'm on a
Yep.
plane to Scotland.
Yeah.
But these are grinding, knocking at doors, reaching out to folks, like going all over again, reminding folks that I am worth your time, I am worth your energy.
Yep.
And brands, you know, I'm just looking at all, especially American brands.
On that note,
Your president
here we go.
then increase the taxes, then increase the tariffs. That shit is gonna sit on the shelf. You gonna need us to talk about your shit. For all of y'all that decided to treat us like shit when you were selling all this whiskey, and all of a sudden now there's a break in what you do. I'm waiting for y'all on a corner. On the corner, I'll fuck around and find out. I'm waiting for y'all. All you
It's
brands that
coming.
actually were acting all almighty
It's coming.
because
It's coming.
you are selling whiskey all the time. Not that the market is. What do we have? Three bankruptcies so far in the last month and a half. Three bankruptcy, one distillery close. You're gonna need us
Mhm.
to talk about your whiskey.
It's coming.
And when that time comes, ooh, the prices then went up. The price is no longer the price. The price is no longer the price. So all I'm saying is for some of you brands,
Oh man.
you sure have treated us right when you had the chance. Vine Pair ain't gonna sell you no whiskey, and Ford Magazine ain't gonna sell you no whiskey. You're gonna need us. And guess what? Unless you flying my ass on a G7 somewhere and fluffing my butt, I am not doing it for you.
Yeah.
You gonna have to pay twice the price or three times the price just to learn your lesson. I said what I said.
You got your point across, sir. That
Let me
was good.
see. Somebody asked, what are your hidden gem you recommend right now, especially since the price is going to be an issue? You know what? I'm glad somebody asked. What are some
I
hidden gem?
I found some this weekend actually.
Okay, I will let you go first.
So
What
these
are
are,
some hidden gem?
but see, these were bottom shelves, and I haven't seen them in a long ass time.
Okay,
So
what is it?
and you're gonna hate it on it right now. It was Fighting Cock. So I know you don't like it, but those are hidden gems.
They
The
say hidden gem. They didn't say pull out your dusty ass gun that you shoot rats with when they're running around the neighborhood. Stop
no,
it.
that was no, that to me that is a hidden gem because I have not seen them, and that was 19.99 a bottle and
You know
103
what?
proof, and I'm
If
gonna
you
take it.
if the three people that are hanging on Facebook and YouTube and the four people on Instagram, hidden gems, I'm
Hate
gonna
me if you
tell
want.
you, there is one company that is producing bangers after bangers after bangers. They
Please
have
don't
hidden
say it.
gems that none people are not even paying attention to.
Please don't say it. Say it. I want to know who.
MGP. So, number one hidden gem right now, because of the price again, price is an issue. Number one hidden gem is this
Okay.
Yellowstone
I
right here.
thought you were gonna pull out a different bottle. Okay.
No, no, relax, relax. I know what you're.
I
Relax,
will go the fuck off right now. I'm
relax.
so
What
ready.
this Yellowstone 107 right here is the number one hidden gem right
Yeah.
now in my book of business. Price is right, everything is right on it. Second hidden gem. Don't worry, I got beef with them too. Don't worry, don't worry. Second hidden gem. If you find it, you want this Remus. This Remus specifically. This is the master distiller collection of the Remus. It
Yeah.
is their 9 year 53 and 5 that
Let me let me go through mine right now. All right.
another hidden gem. I'm telling you, if you're into single malt, I just discovered it, I just review it. You want this Glen going. White Oak Project is the best drink for the summer right now. The best drink of the summer right now if you're into single malt. This whiskey drink like a fresh breeze. If somebody just literally brushed their teeth and kissed you, this is what this whiskey is like. It's fresh breeze, white oak,
Ah.
and going.
Okay. So I've got a good head. I got a good head and gem.
Okay, please show us something that will actually impress us.
Okay. For me,
You know, how much does also pay you? Because the amount of time you talk about these
I
people,
love this.
you are
Hidden
a paid
gem.
actor.
I'm
You
a
are
piece of
a
shit.
paid actor.
Hidden gem.
I
It's
don't
mine.
understand. Oh, how much does also pay you? Because
I
you
wish
know
they
I
would.
never dealt with them a day in my life. So I, paid
I
actor.
bought that at Vinny's, dude. I got that at Vinny. They have never worked with me. I have never reached out to them. They have never reached out to me. No, like that was the first time that I had tried that. That is my hidden gem. My hidden
Now,
gem.
for me, when it comes to Castron bottles, as of this year, the Castron whiskey that blow my mind,
Oh,
all
I'll give you
time
mine.
blown my mind, is this one right here. I'm gonna give it to you right here.
I'm gonna do mine before Jack does
79.99
his.
if you can find it.
Oh, that's such a good one. Here's
If you
mine.
can find it. Now, now I'm gonna give you another one before it become too popular. Before it become too popular, because they're on their first batch right now. And this is a secret. It's still hidden and people don't know about it, but I'm sure by the time people know about it, it's actually gonna go berserk.
Hmm.
One thing that I'm gonna tell you right here is $99. Kentucky Nectar.
I've not seen that one
You
before.
have it. I sent you the sample of it. That's we were supposed to all Commonwealth. We were supposed to interview them.
Oh,
Kentucky Nectar. I'm telling you right now, if you're able to grab that bottle, you are ahead of the curve. By the time people find out about how good this shit is, you have already won the lottery. So that is something. Those are nice hidden gem that you can have. I would say last but not least, another whiskey that I'm not sure how this whiskey. I feel like this whiskey doesn't never get the credit it deserves. But I know why my friend works for them. And the funny thing is the owner's fault. Is really the owner's fault
yeah.
because he does not actually like to be on camera. But I'm hoping we'll get Zach on. But this Blackwood right here,
I have not had Blackwood anything by them.
and I'm telling you, this Blackwood right here, I'm telling you right now, shit fire. This shit
Uh,
right here,
yeah,
fire.
I've not had anything by Blackwood yet.
I will tell you, is the goal is, they got, you know, uh Zach now as their brand ambassador. But when I tell you, like, they had the opportunity to blow this brand up, but the owner doesn't like to be on camera, and I don't know why. Maybe he want Vine Pair or fucking Forbes to come write about it before he actually show up on camera. But
you and Forbes.
I'm telling you now, that is just good whiskey and sourced from a really good place, and you want that whiskey. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you now. So I hope that helps. If you're still in the common grapes and glory, I hope that helps. I hope this is what you're looking for when it comes to hidden gems. I think another good hidden gems that people need to look. I don't know, I never know how to recommend hidden gems because honestly, I'm not sure what people consider hidden gems. So for me, it's whiskey that's phenomenal at a great price. You cannot you
Yeah.
you just can't miss that.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he was saying that he wanted the hidden gem because he word to mouth is better. Yeah. So those are what I just showed you. Those are not popular. They're not out there. No one is talking about them or putting them out there. But when I tell you now, another one that people should look for before is no longer ever available And I'm gonna tell you, I have a feeling this whiskey is gonna win whiskey of the year. I
Oh
have a
man.
feeling because obviously they were just on 60 minute and they are getting all the right attentions. Can you guess what it is? They were just on 60 minute.
Um. Damn.
And I'm sure Forbes already said it, and VinePair already said it,
Oh,
but
Bardstown.
they were just on 60 minute.
I wasn't too cool to be a part of that club.
Brother, it took me 2 years to be part of that club, so trust me.
I'm not. Yeah.
It's not about coolness.
Yeah.
There's too many people. This right here,
they're very selective who they
very
have.
selective.
Very selective.
But when I tell you,
And I'm okay with not being picked. I'm okay with
this
it.
right here, this
Yeah.
cathedral, French oak, this right here is is dangerous.
Yeah.
This right here is flipping dangerous.
Oh, their bottles are insane. Like they
Like I need to pour me some because this is I'm telling you, like literally, you have to understand. 14-year Kentucky whiskey,
Yep.
18-year Kentucky whiskey. This is 100% Kentucky, by the way. It's not Indiana. I want to make sure you we are clear. It's
Yeah.
not Indiana. This is, I'm showing you again. This is 14-year, 45% is 14-year Indiana whiskey. 37% is 18-year Indiana whiskey.
Yep.
10% is an 11-year Indiana whiskey, and 5% is 9-year Indiana Kentucky whiskey. I'm sorry, and 2.5% is 17-year Kentucky, all aged in a French oak
Yep.
for 14 months in a 300-year-old French oak wood from the Cathedral of Notre Dame
Notre
in
Dame.
France. This right here, that was, yeah, in the 60-minute episode, you've seen it. But the first time I had it, I'm like, this is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I already know this is going to be a problem. No joke. To be sure that I did not like the first time I've had it because somebody got on my case on Twitter about this because I said it tastes like African cacao.
Is that a 375 bottle?
Yeah, it's a 375 bottle. Because what they did now is their special releases from the distillery are all gonna be 375.
Got it.
Because you people complain all the time every time they have those special release. There's not enough for everybody.
Yeah.
So when they do their special release, it's literally gonna be 375
Yeah.
for everyone to kind of get a chance to try it.
Yeah, that one from what I've everything that I've heard, that one is a pure banger for sure.
Let me you ain't gonna get this on VinePair on Forbes. Let me give you a real note of it. Note
You
is
were hating on my fair so much. It's so
chocolate,
awesome.
cacao, clove, anise,
Oh my god.
and a little bit of yeah, baking spice for sure.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get this on VinePair. This is real life. This is straight from the horse's mouth. Okay. Cheers.
Oh my
Mm,
god.
mm. It is sweet. It is It is savory. When I tell you, have you?
Your face is glowing.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, like this whiskey right here, dude, dude. Like there's a certain vibe when you get about good whiskey. Like good whiskey. When you try good whiskey, you're like this shit good.
Yeah.
This is the spirit you get when you try this.
Yeah.
It's literally the shit good.
Shit good.
It's like if you have your best bourbon, Kentucky bourbon, okay, and then somebody slide in some cherry cola under your best bourbon, just a dash of it to give you some sweetness, and then they drizzle a little bit of cinnamon dust on top of it, cinnamon sugar too, like the one that goes on your. This is a triple chocolate cinnamon roll with clove and dusted cacao powder on top of it. That's what this is. That's what this is. This is that. Yeah. Suck on that, Forbes and Vinepair. You can describe shit like this. You can imitate this type of violence. This is it.
Oh my god, you are killing me how much you hate on Forbes right now, dude. It's so
Yeah. Like
funny. Oh, Jack hates Forbes. We'll just put it that way, everybody. Jack hates Forbes.
it's this is so good. It's so good. Like shout out to Danny, Dan Calloway and the team at Barstown Bourbon Company. I'm glad they no longer in my country excited like a 3 o'clock boner, right? 3 a.m. boner. They no longer excited like that. Like I feel like there is a lot of brands that get so excited like a 3 a.m. boner. They're uncontrollable. You can't do anything about it. That excitement need to calm down. Okay? Be precise, be effective. Now, Barstown is at that point where they're precise, they're effective, and they're literally laser focused on producing shit that will blow your mind.
Yep.
And that I'm excited about.
Yep. Oh yeah. Do your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was Monday Suck. You heard me bitch about all the struggles that we go through as quote unquote influencers and content creators, but I just want to tell you I appreciate anybody that actually create any type of content to actually help the industry. But for all of you fake motherfuckers here, for all of you writers that think you better than content creators, I just want to remind you, you're not. We, you are not the gods of. You were cool about 3 years ago, or you're cool about 5 years ago before content creation became a thing. So humble yourself. You'll be fine.
My God.
You are not, the second coming of Jesus. So we all should bow down to y'all. And
Wow.
PR agencies, start thinking of your PR strategy for your brands to be a little more than just we'll bring you two writers from Forbes and one writer for and they're gonna make it amazing. No, they're not making anything amazing. Start counting on the people that talks to the folks. You know who's buying your whiskey? The dad that actually is Monday. His kids are in bed and he just want to watch Jack so he can crack up a little bit. That's the guy buying your whiskey. The mom that actually say, I'm sick and tired of these kids. Let me pour myself something while I'm nursing, a baby or while I'm actually out here doing catching up on 6, 7 reports. That's the woman that is actually buying your whiskey. What's up? What's up? What's up, Mr. Steven? And these are the people buying your whiskey. So these are the people. None of those people have the time to read a Forbes article or a VinePair article. They don't have time for that. They just want to watch something, be entertained, hopefully learn something out of it, and then move on. You know who are buying your whiskey? The people that are coming to those whiskey fest. You know, brands, you need to come to go to whiskey fest, right? You know who can actually tell people how great your distillery is or your story is? The guy pointing out a camera at it and living a real life moment with you in front of that camera. That's the guy.
Facts.
You want someone to fluff up your brand and make you feel like you're great, fine. But don't you ever try to make those people look feel like they're better than us because they're not. They're absolutely not. That's some bourbon Jesus. They're absolutely they're not.
Well said, brother. Well said.
Any last word, my friend?
Fighting cock is a gem.
Oh my God. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, this was our show. Lewis is fired now for actually bringing Fighting Cock and Old Soul in my live every time.
I love
I
it.
can't stand it. Lewis is a paid actor. That's all I want y'all to know. He's a paid actor.
I wish I made that money, but no.
He's a paid actor. He only go for Fighting Cock and Old Soul. I don't know what they have on him. Maybe they have a picture of him naked somewhere. That's why you have to talk about him on every show so they don't find
My
him.
OnlyFans.
Your OnlyFans, they have your special OnlyFans code, so you can't do anything. But ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
good.
like I say, as a reminder, there's a lot of gems out there. If you don't follow him yet, make his handle is always the same. It's never
Always.
going to change.
Never
It's
gonna change.
always the same guy every time at any time. He is Lewis, but you can know him on IG, on TikTok. Bourbon Stills Mills 79,
I mean,
because apparently you have to tell everybody he's older than all of them so they can respect him.
it.
And also, he's a black guy. In case you don't know, I'm going to refer to an old episode of ours. Lewis is black. He had to remind all of us that he is. So,
Yes.
uh, I've,
Boy.
I've also interviewed. I was telling people whiskeys from around the world. Uh, Riachi Distillery out of Lebanon. I've interviewed them. Go check them out. They actually make phenomenal whiskey. Who knew that crude whiskey can come from anywhere in the world? I
Mm.
knew that. Guess who didn't know that? Vine Pair and Forbes don't know that shit. So, if you don't know me, my name is Jack Bigadoo. I'm also known as the Hood
God.
Sommelier on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. You can follow me. And if you have any question on a subject you want us to talk about, make sure you reach out and we'll be more than happy to talk about it, bring you in and see if you're a brand that want to come on and do an interview so people the regular people, the regular folks get to know you. Make sure you actually reach out and we'll get to know you as well. But till then, we are here on Mondays when we can, when we don't have family and shit driving us crazy. We always here. But we'll see you next Monday
Yep.
at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.